Voices against corruption. Let the people speak.
Hello and welcome to Primus Public Feedback Series on corruption called Voices Against Corruption. And we ask, do you think that the government has been transparent and accountable enough in its yearly budgeting?
No, it hasn't been, because when you budget, you ought to, they ought to, have a monitoring and a feedback. We've not been having that feedback as to the extent to which the budget was implemented or not implemented. Such a feedback ought to be made public. We've not been having that regularly. And this is not just the only regime, it has been there over the years. So we look forward to seeing a better, accounting from governments at all levels, not only at the federal government level, at all levels.
To a large extent, no, because you find out that after the budget, appropriation is being done. Certain amount is being given to various parastatals and ministry, but they have nothing to show on ground, and the citizens are not really happy because with the state of the nation now, there's really nothing. There's nothing the government has done so far that is visible that we can see. But we only pray for Govt intervention.
From what we have been seeing, there should have been somewhere where people, an ordinary man can go and see how money is spent and is analyzed without even something that is very clear like they do abroad.
You cannot have 100% transparency. All we are thinking that the government is doing is they are doing their best. But the human beings that are concerned with the issue of corruption keep increasing in their velocity every day. So we can't score the government low. We ourselves need to do a lot of things to improve the living standard of the people and to shun corruption. But if you look at from the village man to the urban man and so on and so forth, everybody is engaged in one frivolous and frivolous ways of trying to amass wealth.
For me, there is no transparency in government business. It has never been transparent, and personally, this government has been the worst for it, because each year we see the budget increasing in trillions, but we don't see or feel the impact of the budget. We only know that monies are budgeted for projects and programs, but whether this money gets to execute those projects and programs, for me, is no.
To some extent, I would say no. They've not been that accountable. Yes, and being honest about it. Yes, reasons being that maybe people don't have access to this information. Yes, for instance, there is no place where people can go to access this information to know how much is being spent and know how much the government is actually doing.
Now, I think they've been fair a bit. I know the government is trying a lot. They are trying, but there are still people behind the scene, not allowing the cash flow, not allowing things being get done, reaching the grassroots. But I know the government of Buhari is really trying.
I will like to start by from the budget we present on a yearly basis. We are only seeing figure. We are not seeing any fact on ground. So the president need to put a structure that, as ministries are presenting their budget for the year, we're supposed to have an external body that will take a look at it. What are the things you are buying? Let us know. You understand? The ones you bought before, where are they? Then why do you need this one? We need to know them, so that when you know them, then they will be accountable.
There's no budget in Nigeria as far as I'm concerned.
Primus Public Feedback on Corruption in Nigeria is produced with support from MacArthur Foundation.